Today we are solving equations. First, what is a variable? It's a letter that represents an unknown number. For example, I don't know how many marbles are in this jar, so I could say there are X marbles in the jar, and X is my variable. If there are 3 jars, I could say there are 3X marbles, because I'm multiplying my unknown number, X, by 3. One important step of equations is being able to take a description and turning it into an equation. Our description here is we're making the sum of 5 and x. Sum means that I am adding, so I'm adding 5 plus x, which I can write like this. Now let's try finding the product of 9 and b. Product means that I'm multiplying or timesing 9 and b. I can write that either with the 9 and the b touching or with a small dot between them. Let's try a harder one. This one has 2 steps in it. We're going to figure out what 8 times the sum of 3 and r is. So I rewrote it out, and I can see that 8 times means I'm multiplying, and I see sum, which means I need to add. The first thing I'm going to do is that adding, because that's what I'm going to be multiplying. So I have 3 plus r, and to signify it goes first, I put parentheses around it, and then I multiply the 8. Now let's make those expressions equal something and solve them. The goal here is to get the variable, the letter, by itself. So we have letter equals something. We're going to work with this example problem. And in it, I can see that my variable is x, and here it's a negative 3x. In order to turn this into an x equals, I need to make that x positive. So what I'm going to do is add 3x, because adding is the opposite of subtracting. And I need to add that 3x to both sides. Whenever there's an equal sign in an equation, I need to do the same thing on both sides. Now I have 73 equals 55 plus 3x, but I want to get that 55 away from 3x. Since they're being added, I have to do the opposite. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract 55, and I'm going to subtract it from both sides. Now I have 18 equals 3x. That 3 and x are being multiplied together, so I have to do the opposite, which is divide both by 3. And I have to make sure I do this on both sides of my equation. This leaves me with 6 equals x. So we've solved the equation.